Sometimes opening our hearts about our suffering can make us vulnerable to people who may want to hurt us. While not always the case, there is a tendency for some people to take pleasure in seeing us suffer, or even try to make it worse. Sadism and envy are unfortunately common in many people and can hinder our personal growth in various aspects of life. Therefore, learning not to point out our weak points can be a strength in itself. Imagine yourself as a tree in the middle of a storm. The leaves may rustle and the branches may sway, but the trunk remains firm, planted in the ground. This is the image of resilience in stillness that we will discuss. 1. Don't depend on one hope. In the age of technology and globalization, life opportunities and choices are increasingly diverse. This principle emphasizes flexibility and the ability to adapt to change. In an era where careers are not always linear, having multiple hopes and dreams gives us the ability to explore opportunities and overcome obstacles that may arise in the future. 2. Be ready to fail, because that's the only way forward. In an era where the image of success is often measured by quick and instant achievements, this principle teaches us not to fear failure. The ability to see failure as a lesson and an opportunity to grow is a critical skill in dealing with the ever-changing dynamics of the working world and everyday life. Awareness of the long and challenging process helps us build perseverance and mental resilience. 3. Listen twice as much as you say. In the age of social media and ever-evolving information, the ability to listen carefully has never been more important. Often, we are too fixated on our own opinions and voices without making room for others' perspectives. This principle teaches us to appreciate the diversity of views and see the wealth of knowledge we can gain from those around us. 4. Always expect the worst. In a world of constant change and uncertainty, this principle gives us peace of mind in the face of an uncertain future. The recent global pandemic is an example of how uncertain life can be. By expecting the worst, we can prepare ourselves for challenges, plan better solutions, and reduce the level of anxiety that often comes with uncertainty. 5. Aware of the dangers of wealth. In this digital and globalized era, possessions and wealth are often considered a measure of success. However, this principle teaches us to consider the psychological and ethical impact of wealth. Wealth is not just about how much we have, but how we use it and understand the meaning behind it. This is relevant in the context of an evolving environment where social awareness and ethics are increasingly emphasized. 6. Always remember that death waits at the end of the road. The recent global pandemic has reminded us of the vulnerability of life and death. This principle is not to drag us into pessimism, but to invite us to consider the value of life and motivate us to make choices that are in line with our true values. This understanding encourages us to value our time more and make decisions based on priorities that are in line with our life purpose. 7. True wealth lies in a contented soul. In an age of consumerism and social pressure to always seek more, this principle teaches us to look at wealth from a different perspective. Happiness and fulfillment are not always found in material possessions, but rather in the appreciation of small moments, strong social relationships, and positive contributions to society. In an era of constant pursuit of material progress, this principle serves as a call to return to true values. 8. Guilt is a synonym for plague. In an era of intense exposure of personal lives through social media, this principle highlights the dangers of excessive guilt. Accepting mistakes as part of the learning and growing process helps us to focus more on improvement and personal growth rather than getting caught up in unproductive guilt cycles. 9. Cultivate humility in your life. In an era where knowledge and information are constantly evolving, this principle emphasizes the importance of humility in dealing with the complexities of the modern world. While technology provides access to a wide range of information, accepting that we cannot know everything opens the door to continuous learning. Humility helps us stay humble, willing to learn and evolve over time. 10. Create alliances with successful people. In a digitally connected world, social networks are more important than ever. Choosing to be with people who share positive values and motivations can be the key to success in an era where collaboration and connectivity are heavily emphasized. It's not just about seeking support, but also providing inspiration and positive energy to others around us. In applying these principles in our daily lives, we can form a strong mental foundation and build resilience to the stresses of modern life. The balance between ancient philosophy and today's context can guide us towards a more meaningful and wisdom-filled life. In living our daily lives in a modern era, filled with complexity and dynamics, the principles of Stoicism provide relevant and valuable guidance. Along with the rapid development of technology, information, and social change, the Stoic philosophy offers a solid foundation for shaping a calm mind, resilient attitude, and profound wisdom. From openness to listening to perseverance in the face of failure, these principles not only provide a fresh outlook on life, but also offer practical solutions to contemporary challenges. The expectation of bad, the non-reliance on a single hope, and the understanding of life's time limitations show how Stoic philosophy can provide a meaningful perspective on essential values. In applying Stoic principles, we are reminded to reflect on inner contentment, honor life's journey with humility, and appreciate true values amidst the madness of the modern world. True wealth, according to Stoics, is not just about material possessions, but about balance, inner peace, and positive contribution to society. Most notably, the Stoic principle calls for healthy relationships with ourselves and those around us. In an ever-digitally connected world, combining the values of ancient wisdom with modern wisdom, on communication and openness can form a positive and supportive social network. To conclude, incorporating Stoic wisdom in our daily lives is not merely an adaptation of ancient philosophies, but rather a refinement to form individuals who are stronger, wiser, and able to face the challenges of the times with poise. By practicing these principles, we can guide ourselves through the seas of modern life with greater determination and resilience.